Alabama is a place of beauty. Endless pine forests, slow rivers glowing in golden light, white sand beaches stretching into the Gulf of Mexico. And yet, this quiet southern state carries some of the heaviest history in America. This is where the civil rights movement shook the nation. This is where rockets that would take humans to the moon were built. This is where faith, football, poverty, pride, and progress collide. Welcome to Alabama. When people think of Alabama, they often picture farmland and small towns. But the geography tells a bigger story. In the north, the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains roll through the state. Forested ridges, waterfalls, and deep canyons shape the land. In the center, fertile plains stretch for miles, once dominated by cotton plantations. And in the south, Alabama meets the Gulf Coast with white beaches in places like Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. The Tennessee River curves across the north. Mobile Bay opens to the sea. And in summer, the humidity hangs heavy in the air, wrapping the state in heat that can feel almost tropical. It is a land both lush and intense, much like its history. Alabama became a state in 1819. Within decades, it grew wealthy on cotton, powered by enslaved labor. By the mid-1800s, it was one of the richest states per capita in the United States. But that wealth was built on suffering. When the American Civil War began in 1861, Alabama joined the Confederacy. The war devastated the South, and even after it ended, the social wounds did not heal. For nearly a century, segregation laws defined daily life. Separate schools, separate buses, separate futures. Until the 1950s and 60s. Few places shaped the civil rights movement like Alabama. In Montgomery, a woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a bus. That single act sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and launched a young preacher named Martin Luther King Jr. into national leadership. In Birmingham, peaceful protesters, many of them children, were met with police dogs and fire hoses. In Selma, marchers demanding voting rights crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge and were beaten in an event that became known as Bloody Sunday. These images shocked the world, and they changed America. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 followed, but the memory of that struggle still lives in Alabama's streets. And then, something unexpected. Huntsville in northern Alabama became known as Rocket City. Engineers led by Wernher von Braun helped develop the Saturn V rocket, the machine that carried astronauts to the moon during NASA's Apollo program. From cotton fields to lunar missions, Alabama became central to one of humanity's greatest achievements. Today, aerospace and defense remain major industries in the state. It is a reminder that Alabama is not frozen in the past. It keeps reinventing itself. If you want to understand Alabama today, you need to understand three things: faith, food, and football. Churches anchor communities across the state. Southern cuisine defines gatherings: fried chicken, barbecue, biscuits, sweet tea. And football? It's almost sacred. The rivalry between the University of Alabama and Auburn University divides households every autumn. Entire towns shut down on game days. It's not just sport, it's identity. But Alabama also struggles. It consistently ranks among the poorer states in the U.S. Rural healthcare access is limited, education gaps remain, and political divisions run deep. The legacy of slavery and segregation still shapes economic reality. Some counties are shrinking. Young people often leave for bigger cities, yet others stay, determined to build something better. Alabama is not easy to summarize. It is beautiful and painful, traditional and modern, slow-paced and historically explosive. It helped ignite the fight for civil rights. It helped put humans on the moon. And today, it continues to wrestle with who it wants to be, because Alabama is not just a southern state. It's a mirror, reflecting both the darkest and brightest parts of America. In our next video, we explore another fascinating place from our world atlas. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to explore more places with us.